Well, with me right now is the mayor of the city of Laguna Woods, Sherry Horn, and you had your meeting this week.
Yes.
And of course, the ongoing topic, one of them anyway, is the dog park. I know you're going to talk about that.
Yes. I'm very happy about it now. Now there's all good news.
Yes.
We're very grateful that GRF signed an MOU of understanding so that we can build a new dog park on land that is officially okay to build on. And we're going to have the dog club help plan some of the things. And so we're very excited about starting a new one. So we're going to have a special meeting next week because we had heard right away from GRF about that, yes, you can use the land. From Third, we had heard nothing until our meeting yesterday. And so we're going to have to meet again next week to talk about if we have to close half the land that's on Third. So to allow because the dog park, it might take 9 months to build it takes forever for cities to do stuff.
Now, when you talk about building a new one in the same location or
no, we're relocating.
Relocating.
Yes.
Okay.
We're going to completely bulldoze that one and move it.
Okay.
So we're going to move it west, so it'll be more near the golf course. So the poor people that were in 2404 and those buildings there, they measured, they were only like 20 feet away from the dog park.
Okay.
And you know, your dog may not make a lot of noise, but when you have a bunch of dogs together, I could see their point.
Okay.
So for many years they've had to endure that. And so
so it'll still be in the same general area?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the parking lot will stay in the same place, but the park itself will relocate over to in front of the golf course.
Okay.
And that will be good for everybody.
Yeah.
But for the months that it will take, we're hoping to be able to leave at least a portion of it open. It may be a small portion, so we're asking for patience from all the dog people.
Okay, but that's good news.
Yeah. Did you know that there's 3,294 dog licenses just in the village?
No, I didn't.
I didn't know that either. Just for 2,600 people, homes have that many. I mean, it's wonderful that there are that many people.
Yeah.
And for seniors that have trouble walking, that's a great place to take your dogs in. So we're really excited about that. So like I said, we're meeting next week to discuss what Third now has said, and we'll see. They said they just heard about it. So I'm glad they came and said something.
I know people talked about it at their recent meeting, so we'll see.
Yeah.
But you're going to be moving it anyway. It's
right,
just
we're going to be moving it.
How much of it will remain open until that time?
Okay. Exactly. And we put money in the budget for it now so that we don't have to come back to council for money and funding for at least the planning and the original stages. And we'll still have to use the artificial turf, but in the past 15 years, turf has made a lot of progress, and there's dog-friendly turf. I mean, there's all different kinds of turf for different things.
Now, just so people know, you mentioned all the different dog licenses, that it is the city of Laguna Beach that handles that, right? Absolutely. So if they need a dog license, they can go online. Would that be the easiest? If they have a way, I mean, that's what I do when I renew my dog license. So I would assume they can get online, just City of Laguna Beach, dog license, search for that, and it'll take them to the right place.
I would assume that too, but I don't know it for a fact because I don't have a dog. I have my cats, but I don't know for sure. So I would call the Laguna Beach Animal Shelter.
Yeah, but they're the ones that handle it.
Yeah, we contract with them. They handle the coyotes too. And
yes.
Just like we contract with sheriffs and fire department.
Yeah.
We're too small, unfortunately. Maybe if we get watered and grow up one day, we'll have a big city. But in fact, the fire department is going to come next Tuesday from 9:30 to 11. They're doing a fire extinguisher demonstration.
Oh, very good.
And smoke alarms so people will know how to use their fire extinguishers. Yeah. And I'm hoping that they'll also talk about, we have so many stovetop fires in the community, people walking away from their pan and just forgetting it's there. There's a little product by many different manufacturers, so I'm not going to plug one, but it's like the size of a tuna fish can, and it goes right up under your hood, and if you have a fire on your stove, it will burst and put out the fire. and they're like $25 or something. They're not very expensive. And I think that's a wonderful thing. And
that's a really good idea.
Yeah.
That is something that, of course, for years and years and years, they've had in restaurants. It's called an ANSO system.
Right.
And it's a whole different thing because it's basically plumbed in and all that. But it essentially does the same thing.
And in our community, that's vital.
Yeah.
Because, sure, things start in other places, like that fire in the garage, which was so unfortunate. But this is a preventable thing for an inexpensive amount of money. Maybe disaster preparedness could carry them where people could just buy them there. Maybe.
Yeah.
But also, we're having a shredding event today at St. Nicholas, so from 12:30 to 3:30, if anyone wants to take their shredding over there.
Very good.
To take the big binder things out, but paper clips and stuff are okay. And it's drop off. And we're limited to like 5 boxes each time. So
which is a lot.
Which is a lot of stuff. And you can't stay and watch it, but they're bonded and everything, so it will be fine. Monday is my Monday with the mayor. So anyone that wants to come and talk to me with complaints, compliments, ideas, suggestions.
And do you meet at City Hall?
Yes, I meet at City Hall from 1 to 5. You can make a reservation or not. Just walk in if you'd like. And I've really enjoyed that in the time I've been mayor. So, and we had a vector control, and the health department came out and put on an event. And Channel 6 is being kind enough to replay it for a few times.
Right, and let's remind people it's on Channel 31.
Right.
But we facilitate that. So,
and we appreciate that. So
I don't want people to turn into the wrong channel, but it's on 31.
Right.
In fact, it was on last night at 7 o'clock, if I recall. Yeah.
Right, as are our council meetings and all the things we talk about.
Yeah, they're not yet in
31.
HD, so.
Right. Yeah. What is going to happen when?
That's up to the city, we'll see.
Oh, it's up to the city, okay.
As far as I know.
Well, good. Because we would still like to be televised.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, we're having a National Drug Take-Back Day. I know we take drugs and sharps all the time.
Right.
But there's a national day where the sheriffs are right there, and some people feel more comfortable when they see their box taped up right there, so that nobody's rummaging through their medications, and which nobody's rummaging through the medications, but this way they feel better. So from 10 to 2 on Saturday the 28th, we're doing Drug Take-Back Day.
Okay.
And
very good.
And then we just did little cleanup things. Like from Sevilla to Valencia, we raised the speed 5 miles an hour. There's a law that 85% of the people go a certain speed. That's the speed they make it. They consider that the safe speed.
Yeah,
I found that an interesting.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that many, many years ago. And quite often, if enough people, wherever it may be, start to say, hey, you know what, this is ridiculous, we're being pulled over all this time, that they will eventually look at it. Sometimes they put those, those sensors up to look at it. And I think unless it's considered where enough of the sheriff's department or whoever saying, no, it's got to be kept at this speed, here's why, then you're right. So they may raise the speed limit.
Because if we kept it 35, it would be considered a speed trap. Because it's 40 all the way along El Toro.
Yeah.
And it does drop after Valencia, but that's another city.
Yes.
So
that's true. You don't have to worry about that.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right. So that was the biggest thing. We tweaked some of our smoking regulations to eliminate, to make electronic cigarettes, also not permitted, where regular cigarette smoking is not permitted. Because whereas they say it's just water vapor that comes out of there, right now there's no regulations on them. And I know people use them for medication in some instances, but there's benzene and formaldehyde and other things in there. And when there's better regulation on electronic cigarettes, I will feel better permitting it. But for now, for now, no. So that's really the biggest thing that came out of the meeting is the new dog park, and we're all on board.
You and the next mayor will keep us informed on that.
Absolutely, but you're stuck with me until December, so.
That's fine. But yeah, that's such a big issue And at least it looks like part of the dog park, the current one, will stay open until the new one.
I hope so.
Okay.
And it was wonderful. So many of the people that are involved with the dog club came, they wrote petitions, they come to City Hall, they speak, they're involved, and it's really nice having a crowd to talk to. It really, really is. So.
All right, very good. And once again, if you want to meet the mayor, sit down with her, you can Monday. 1 until 5 o'clock.
Right.
You can call the city if you want to make a reservation.
Right.
Or
very
just
come down.
All right, very good. Good to see you, and we'll be back.
Thank you very much.